What's going on, YouTube? BBSP, I'm back, and I really haven't made a video like this in a good while. It's kind of a damn shame, you know, but I want to speak about the situation going on with Russia and Ukraine and everything. I saw a video LVZ made earlier today, you know, as far as like the people, as far as like in relation to white supremacy with Ukraine and Russia, and how the Russians are, treating the Ukrainians with racism because they're Ukrainian and the Russians, you know, different countries, different backgrounds, different, religions and all that. I agree with LVZ, with the video he made earlier, I'm saying? It's like, it's no different than what Russia's doing to the Ukrainian people, to the people of Ukraine. It's no different than, excuse me, than what the white supremacists do to us as black people of color, They're being oppressed. They're being ridiculed, They're being singled out, you know? It's like racism, Now, I'm not saying, like I said, Ukrainians, there's no difference between the Ukrainians and Russians. No difference, but, it's a different kind of racism going on there right now, And like the Russians, the government has been treating the people of Ukraine like shit for years now, ever since the separation from the Soviet Union, And it's like our government, the government, you can't trust, as far as you can throw them, any kind of government, This government here in this country, the government in United Kingdom, the governments in North Korea, you know. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say I would, defend these people, man. But it's a common thing as far as the government's not looking out for nobody in any kind of country. It's just the United States is more, in the spotlight because we're the biggest, we're the leader of the free world, so-called free world and shit, you know. But as far as the Ukraine situation with Russia, I agree. It's like white supremacy with us as black folks. Only difference is the Russians are like middle class and upper class, while the Ukrainians are lower class citizens. You know, that whole country used to be the Soviet Union and shit, and now they segregated and shit. The Ukrainians are segregated from people of Russia and all that shit. You know, so for me, it's like the government within itself is becoming one big ass joke. You got Vladimir Putin and shit, running that asylum down there. He don't have control of his government. The United States is a fucking joke and shit. We got this clown in office after me coming off 4 years of Trump. People saw it as a lesser of two evils, and for me, it's like one is not better than the other. So the way I see it, we in it for ourselves in this shit. Just like the people of Ukraine is in it for themselves against Russia, And this government, it's a joke. We saw what happened a year ago on the Capitol, at the Capitol and shit. We saw what happened a year ago at the Capitol, man. We got a whole bunch of peckerwoods and crackers, you know what I mean, with these neo-Nazis and white supremacist groups storming the goddamn Capitol. You know, they can easily storm, you know, these white supremacist groups can easily storm our neighborhoods, you know, with guns and pitchforks. I know we'll be ready. We'll be ready for war, but at the same time, that's no different than what the Russian people are doing with the people of Ukraine. You know, similar situation. Don't be surprised if a similar situation right happens right here on American soil and shit. You know, and I would, like what the shit that happened at the Capitol, the shit that happened at the Capitol a year ago. Another one is gonna happen. Another one's gonna happen and shit. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be far. The shit's gonna be far worse. But as far as this thing with Russia and Ukraine, man, like you gotta wonder, man, like with the way the world is today, the way the government is set up, the world government is set up with NATO and the what do you call it, United Nations and shit. You gotta wonder, man. Are we in danger of World War III? Because we already got the countries want to get up in our ass. North Korea, China, the Arab world, you know what I mean? You probably add Russia to that list now that Biden is basically cut off Putin and shit, you know? But I want all my subscribers to keep a close eye on this situation, man. I mean, it's a lot to do with racism over there, you know what I mean? Not the kind of racism we deal with, but it's like, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. And segregation got something to do with it too, but I wouldn't call it racism, but it's similar to racism here against us as people of color and shit with these white supremacists. It's basically come down to the middle and the upper class versus the lower class of Ukraine, man. And shit that's deeper, shit that's deeper. We need to keep an eye on that situation in Ukraine and Russia, man, because this can become way bigger than what it is right now. And if that happens, we in deep shit. It's just I'm not a pessimist or anything, but normally when anything is dealing with Russian shit, we talking biological warfare, possible chemical warfare, possible nuclear warfare. So we got to keep our eyes peeled and our eyes, peeled to the news, man. These next year, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not being a pessimist, but situations like this, plus with the kind of government we have, it's like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We it might not be looking good here 6 months from now and shit. But let me know what y'all think, man, and hit the like and subscribe and shit. Later.